Hello everyone, Zane here and welcome to another Final Fantasy XIV video. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make gil with your purple scripts without using the market board. Now a couple of things I need to address before we go on with this video. Number one, this should not be a method unless you have no other reason to use purple scripts. Number two, this is good for those of you who are not level 100 yet and don't need grade 11 crafter materia. And number three, this is best done towards the end of the expansion where there is no new crafter and or gather gear to be made. So I just want to point that out. And the last thing, yes, I did Fantasia my face on my character, so that's why he looks different now than before. So this video idea has been in my mind for quite some time, but I needed the perfect opportunity to release it. Now that Cosmic Exploration has come out, this is the perfect opportunity to make this video. So the item in question that I'm talking about is going to be a Realm Reborn item. So go under Master Recipes, Miscellaneous Materials, subcategory 50. You find Mastercraft demi materia, which will sell for 3,000 gil a piece. Now the 800 purple script requirement is a pretty steep price, but the fact is that you don't need purple scripts for materia right now when the Cosmic Exploration Cosmo credits can be used, and because those recipes don't require anything such as materials or even shards, crystals, or clusters, you're basically crafting for free. So there's no downside to it. Okay, so if you are level 100, you're going to be doing the level 99 recipe. So the rotation that I use for this is Reflect, Waste Not 2, Innovation, 4 Prep Touches, Great Stride, Bio Gods, Veneration, Groundwork, Immaculate Mend, and 3 Groundworks. So you need a maximum of 6 to get 1 Mastercraft Demi materia, and because making 6 will give you more than 800 purple scripts, when you make the next 6, you'll be getting more and more and more to give you 1 free extra Mastercraft Demi materia. If you're not level 100, then you're going to use whatever you have available to you. And because level 11 materia isn't available until level 100, then there's no other reason to use your purple scripts outside of making gil. So depending on who you are, this might be a good method to make gil, but I'll leave that up to you. You have free will to not do this if you do not want to do this. But I'd rather have this method out of my brain finally than to keep it in and then have it eat away at me. Okay, so now that all that is all said and done, you go to the collector appraiser and then you pass it in for 198 for max collectability. Okay, so now let's go to the moon and I'll show you guys where to get grade 11 materia for free. So here we are on the moon in the Cosmic Exploration Zone. Talk to Driving Away and Best Way Burrows to get here. Talk to the Credit Exchange NPC. Under Others, you'll find that grade 11 is 450 Cosmo credits apiece. In order to get these, you need to do stellar missions. D, C, B, and A. A has A1, A2, and then A3. The best way of getting Cosmo credits is of course doing the A missions. You have Timed and Weathered, and you also have Red Alerts, or critical missions. That will happen every 4 to 5 hours-ish, okay? So keep that in mind. When you do mech ops and you become a pilot, you get 250 for doing the Fate on a gold, or 40 if you're doing ground support with a gold. If you do ground support, you get a buff for 20 stellar missions that will give you boost in your Cosmo Lunar credits. So it's always important to at least do one of the support. You have stellar successes, which basically are your challenge log dailies, which resets every 5 AM every single day. You do 50 points, you get 150 Cosmo credits, 100 points, 450, then when you do 200 points, you get 1,000 lunar credits. Each mission will give you a certain amount of points, obviously. Standard is a one and done type deal for each of the planets that we visit, so once this is done, that's it. So keep that in mind. And then when you actually are done doing the base bar, which is basically the same from Ishgard Restoration, I believe you also get Cosmo credits as well. Okay, so like I mentioned earlier, these do not give you, well, they don't make you get your materials that you need to make these. They give everything for you. Okay, there's no con to failing these because you can just redo them all over again. So So thankfully for these, I do have macros for them. So, on the side here, as you can see here, they tell you what you need for silver, which is 2,700 points. But for bronze, it's just basically complete the mission outright. Once you bypass silver, they'll tell you what gold is. So usually for B and below, you really don't need any food or pots, just your gear. But if you're doing A missions, you will need pot and food for that. So after you get gold, they immediately complete the mission for you. So I'm going to do this 2 more times and then we'll pass it in. Alright, so we finished, and also know that the A missions do put you on a timer, so you might have to be very quick when you're crafting. Alright, so we got gold, which is 3,000 points. And as you can see, we got Cosmo credits and Lunar credits. And I had the little up arrow signifying that we got a boost thanks to the mech op that I did earlier. So you can only have 30,000 of the Cosmo and 10,000 for Lunar credits. So the other way you guys can get materia is through the Cosmic Fortune. If you become a pilot, you get a Big Bang Fortune ticket if you're lucky enough not to get the mount. Or you can just do a normal Cosmic Fortune through 1,000 Lunar credits. The Big Bang ones gives you more better prizes, so that's why it's better to do the pilot one instead. So here we have a materia for the Flan reward. What you get, unfortunately, is random. A stellar opportunity is basically another shot at the wheel with better prizes. Now, obviously, the one at the bottom of the list will have a better chance of being picked, so we ended up getting a grade 11 craftsmanship materia. So that's the other way you guys can get your materia grade 11s for free. Okay, so if you want to do the purple scripts for Gil with the mastercraft demi materia, you can, but if you want grade 11 materia, this is a better way to do it because there's no consequences to failing these missions. Now the other way of getting mastercraft demi materia is desynthesizing of the artisan tools back in A Realm Reborn. So let's go to Mordona to show you where to get those. So here we are in Mordona next to the Summoner Bell area, and you're going to talk to Talon after getting the artifact tool from your guildmaster at level 50 in A Realm Reborn. You also must get Mastercraft book number 1, which you need the level 50 materials here, which you can easily just buy out the market board to get your book. Simple as that. So you're going to be going into Artisan Tools as a disciple of Hand, and you'll be getting the Artisan Tools here. You must craft these, which is in book number 1. You must make them high quality, which is pretty easy to do with Trained Eye if you're level 100, or if you have the ability at level 90, I think it was. And you're going to be desynthesizing these. Desynthesis unlocks the level 30 crafter in Ul'dah. And then you must have a desynthesis level of 70 or above for a chance of increased drop rate. So if I can make a example here. When you see orange letters, it means that you are above the skill that you need to desynthesize the item, which increases your chance of getting rare materials, such as the Mastercraft demi materia. The chances are still pretty low, even if you have the increased chance. So this method is pretty much RNG, which the other way is basically you know you're getting it because you're getting it directly. Okay, so ultimately those are the 2 ways of getting Mastercraft demi materia to sell to a vendor to make gil. Like I said, you have free will to choose if you want to do this or not. Quite frankly, I would probably only do this, like I said, during downtimes of content lulls or towards the end of the expansion if you guys want quick gil, or because the market board is just crap when it comes to selling grade 11 materia, because it's not going to be useful towards the end of the expansion, because you can just get the script set and take yourself to the next 10 levels in the next expansion if we're going to level 110. But God knows what Square Enix is going to do coming 8.0. Alright guys, so that's pretty much going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to check out the rest of my channel for more Final Fantasy XIV content, and I will see you guys in the next one. And that's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you're new for more Final Fantasy XIV content and help with the YouTube algorithm. If you guys want to support my channel even further, consider becoming a YouTube member, Patreon supporter, or help me on Ko-Fi. The links for those will be in the description down below, as well as my Discord. And the extra special shout out to the members on screen. So until next time, may you forever walk in the glorious light of Lord Bahamut, and always remember to keep forging ahead.